Hi-oh YouTube, my name is Dexter and welcome to the new series Gearbits, which unfortunately you are not going to be getting a finale for Doll's Nest because I beat the final boss. It's Nema. It's a two-phase boss fight. I killed her in about 7 stabs with my spear. The problem is that my microphone was crackling and just full of static, and I didn't notice it until after I had seen the video and I'd already killed her. So I can't go back and do it a second time. You didn't miss anything though. It's kind of an uninspired fight. Like I said, I killed her in 7 stats. Her first form reminds me of Miracle Matter, and I killed it in about 10 seconds. And by Miracle Matter, I mean one of the final bosses from Kirby 64. Instead of it being a circle, it's a spike, or it looks like a spike rather. But it reminds me a lot of Miracle Matter. It floats in the sky, it shoots at you with a couple laser shots, it has a chance, it can inflict parasitic infection, but I feel like it's just going to kill you outright before it actually inflicts the status effect. But, the second phase is, Nema in her own frame unit, and, again, I killed her so quickly, you didn't miss anything. Each one of my spear stabs took about a quarter of her health, so I just had to wait for her to touch the ground so I could run up and stab her. But the second phase is just, it looks cool. She just folded like paper though. It wasn't anything worth it's worth watching, but you can't anymore. Just go do it yourself or watch somebody else fight it. It really is one of the easier fights in the game, and it's a little weird to say that as the final boss. But, Gearbits! Let's talk about Gearbits for a bit. Opening, introduction to the story. In the distant future, mankind has found a new home in the endless expanse of space. Humanity now lives on countless colonies established throughout the universe. Mining colony SKG-7, known by locals as the planet Orant, is one such colony. The people of Orant have lived peaceful lives. The planet's rich mining industry produced a vast quantity of valuable minerals, and the people were free to enjoy their everyday lives. However, the peaceful life on Iran was about to come to an end. 6 months ago, sightings of giant insects began to be reported. The insects were appearing in massive swarms and causing destruction wherever they roamed. The frequency and volume of the swarms began to rapidly increase. A giant nest, the hive spire, began to form near the location of the first sightings. Soon, it was tall enough to be seen from miles away. Excuse me. The insects, known as letipids by the locals, had become a catastrophic influence on all other life on Orant. The chaos brought by the letipid invasion has led to lawlessness across the entire planet. Gangs of bandits are causing havoc out in the open, and nefarious elements hiding in the shadows are plotting to use the crisis for their own benefit. It was decided that Orant wouldn't survive on its own. They would need help from the other colonies. A distress call was sent to the core worlds using the long-range communication abilities of the capital space elevator. Despite fierce resistance, the letipid swarms kept advancing, eventually even taking the capital where the base of the space elevator was located. With the loss of the space elevator, Orant was cut off from the rest of the universe. Now, all they can do is hold back the swarms and hope that their signal of distress had been heard in the core worlds. Alright, so, as you can see, I've done the first mission. It opens up the second one. But, first mission, escort the convoy across the desert. Good news, everyone! Today is the day that I'll finally be free of you. You're being transferred to Kaino Base to bolster the front line. We'll also send a convoy carrying a shipment of supplies with you. Your mission is to escort the convoy across the desert to the base intact and unharmed. I know that's a lot to ask, but I'm certain that whatever happens, your failure will be Kaino Base's problem, and I won't have to deal with it. I'm so sick of looking at you. Get to the hangar, get your gear, and get out. Alright, so, you get to choose a few frames, they call them GBs. The big difference between any GB is its coolant type. If you'll notice, it says radiator on the Mirabilis, and vent on the Uracissa. Uracissa? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just gonna go with Uracissa and the Mirabilis. The difference in the coolant type refers to how it actually, vents heat. So radiator type is constantly, as you use it, it heats up, but when you stop using it, it starts cooling off again. It's cooling off slower than its build up, but it as long as you're not gunning it the entire time, you'll be fine. Whereas vent type is it fills up as you use it, and if you stop using it for like 2 or 3 seconds, then it vents the entire chamber of heat, so you can keep using it. The game has a preference for radiator types, but I do enjoy the venting type. Also to note that every single Gearbit that you use in the game has a unique to it special weapon that does not have ammo. You just have to reload it. It has unlimited ammo, but the Urasissa happens to be my favorite starting mech. He just looks cool and he's strong and I like him. And I'm going to buy a weapon. I'm going to buy a homing rocket because I like homing rockets. They're cool. And I'm going to equip it. So, yeah, the equipment that you bring with you, normally not supposed to have the back weapon. You start with the rocket tube and the rifle. The rifle is not full auto. The rocket tubes have 2 shots. But as you load more things onto your Gearbit, as you can see, it has a weight capacity to it. It doesn't affect gameplay in any capacity unless you go over it, which at that point you're not allowed to load out. It stops you from doing stuff. So, we're just going to load in, and the unique weapon for the Urasissa is what I can only describe it as a railgun. They're lost. They don't know my value. I don't know who any of these people are. I don't care about them in the slightest. They'll be begging for me back soon enough. I'm begging you to stop talking and get us across the desert safely. Sure thing. Can count on me. So, if you'll notice, the game is very loud, and I don't know how to fix that. I've been fiddling with the audio settings, because there's no audio actually in-game, like, oh, cool. I can't even, control settings is the best I can do. Resume. There's no audio. It's all just, sound or music, like, oh, what do I want to call it? UI noises. So that ticking noise every time I switch my hovering type, which hover is go forward, flight is go up. And that is the difference. But there is a melee attack, and it is very loud. I can't get over, I can't stress it enough. This game is very, very loud. So I'm just going to sit up on this building here, and, why does my mech have sway? You'd think a robot would be, you know, pretty stoic. But this is what the Urasissa does. It's just an explosive. You just fire it, things explode. It's got pretty good range, or pretty good speed. This is my rocket tube. And... oh, there it is. I do enjoy the homing missiles. They happen to be my favorite weapon. There's one mission that is coming up much later that these things are a godsend. There's just so much shit going on. We're having punch. I'm surprised that worked, honestly. But yeah, like I said, there's a mission coming up later that there's just so much shit going on in the mission where you don't have time to aim. You just need a lot of AoE. Fortunately, the bugs die pretty, or at least these ones die pretty easy. I just wish my rifle was full auto. And that radar is a godsend. I do like the radar. That is one thing I was a little upset with in Armored Core 6, is that there's not really a radar. There's just a compass that has enemies on it. You can radar pulse, but it's not the same. And that's an incredibly petty argument against my favorite game of 2023, but still. They changed it on me. It's not what it used to be. Second wave incoming. So this is going to be another series of one mission is one episode. You want to watch me kill a bunch of bugs? Oh, it's only a minute, I thought. Boop. Boop. Yes, I did almost overheat. No, I will not apologize. Bang! Come here, you. So those little discs, there is 2 colors of them. There's orange and green. Orange gives you your ammo back. Green gives you your health. And they try their best to follow you. They're just not very good at it. And if you're wondering, there is no such thing as, or you can't blow yourself up. You can definitely get blown up, but you can't do it yourself. Also, screen shake. There's nothing I can do about that. I cannot change most of the settings in this game. So I apologize if screen shake gives you a headache. There is nothing I can do for you. It is best to switch off now. Bop. Bop. Look at that, I took some damage. I took more damage. Where's my healing? Nope, your ammo. You're gonna find more ammo than you do healing, I'll tell you that right now. You're not exactly supposed to be in melee range. I just do it because it's funny. And I'm allowed to. All enemies destroyed. The way is clear, get moving before any more show up. Yes, sir. So, just a nice quick little introduction to the game, just to get you used to shooting bugs. I never noticed that you could see the hive spider all the way out here. What an eyesore, I hate it. It's like a giant middle finger extended at humanity. We ought to teach those bugs some manners then. Yeah, let's show those bugs what happens if you flip off humanity. Also, the writing is pretty cheesy, pretty corny. The convoy makes the rest of the journey without incident. Kano Base, welcome to Kano Base. Looks like you had a rough trip. Unfortunately, we can't let you rest yet. We'll take care of the cargo from here. Please go attend the debriefing. Alright, mission complete. Yay, we've done it. We've done it. Just get my mouse cursor out of the way. I wish I could hide it, but I don't think I can. But yeah, we killed a bunch of bugs, got a bunch of money out of it. I could probably buy something new. Alright, it is regrettable that the convoy was attacked. However, despite the circumstances, you all managed to protect the cargo admirably. The future is looking bright. With so many talented pilots joining us, I'll look forward to working with you. That guy did say his name, or at least in the first time I beat the mission, but he does say his name. His name is, Conrad something or other? I don't remember. Arno Contrail, that's what it was. Arno Contrail. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Hope you all enjoyed this. When we come back, we will be at the next mission at Blue Harvest. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next time. Again, the game's gonna be kind of short. It is $5, maybe $7 or $8 if you're Canadian, like I am, because the Canadian dollar sucks ass right now. But for what it's worth, it is impeccable value. You cannot find more content for $8 than this game. It is remarkable, and they have a DLC pack that I'm not going to play. I don't really care that much about it. The DLC might be another $1 at most. It's ridiculous how, like, streamlined this game was. It's a little clunky, I will admit, but again, $5, like 2 guys made it. I don't know what you're going to complain about. But I'm going to go. Hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody. Been a ton of fun.